What attracted me to Killer's Game was the love story. You know, I always, the first time I read the script, I thought it was interesting because I thought it was a love story disguised as an action film. And that's kind of really what I was looking for. I was really looking to establish myself as a lead, and I thought that it was the perfect way to do it. And Joe, I thought he was great. The first draft that I read, you know, I wanted to change him up a little bit, which I did eventually. In the original draft that I read, to me, he was a little more generic. He wasn't as developed. He was a little more just straight badass. And I thought it would be more interesting playing him as a guy who was, you know, a little bit shut off, a little bit who didn't know how to be in a relationship, who was like, and that was the thing about him. I think he was always kind of work focused. He was, you know, so focused on that he shut out every other part of his personal life, and then unexpectedly, like a thunderbolt, just got hit with love by Maisie.
There's only two ways out of the Killer's Game, Joseph. You walk away clean, or you go out on your back.
Joe, are you okay?
Live until I
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, Joe. It's terminal.
die. How long do I have?
Best case, 3 months.
I don't want Maisie to see me bothered like that.
The blues.
I mean, that's always kind of, you know, where I can lend a hand, is bringing in, you know, kind of my own background in martial arts and wrestling. But I can't take credit for any of the action in this film. It's all J.J. Perry. He was the one who, you know, he really wanted to come up with these kind of quirky characters and kind of over-the-top action sequences. When I got in there, I added, you know, things here and there, but you know, all the major stuff was, I mean, full credit to J.J. Perry. He is the most fun director I've ever worked with. I've never met anybody who's so enthusiastic, who is so supportive, not only of his cast, but also of his crew. I don't know, he just got such a high positive energy. It's just nothing but fun working with him. And also, he's become the easiest person that I've worked with to collaborate with. Because I think, I don't know, I think we just get each other, you know. We're both kind of, you know, old beat up salty dogs. But we also, it's weird because I search for people like myself. I may appear to be a little rough around the edges, but I love films and I love storytelling. And I'm a creative person. I think I'm an artist at heart. And you know, you'd never probably never look at J.J. Perry and say, that guy's a real artist. Until you have a conversation with him and you understand his knowledge of film and storytelling. Right. I still, even when you say Sir Ben Kingsley, I still get anxiety. I think everybody, it's weird because everybody was like in full-blown, like high-tension anxiety mode when he was coming to set. And that's just because everybody has such high respect for him. He is such a respecter and such a respected actor and such a proven actor. I mean, such an accomplished actor that nobody wanted to let him down. So everybody wanted to be at their best when he was there and on set and be very efficient and kind of cater to him because he deserves it. And so it was intimidating to say the least. But for me, I mean, I kind of gauge my career on who I'm working with. You know, that's all I need to do. I don't need to, you know, like accolades and awards and all that, but I gauge my career. And it was the same in professional wrestling. I gauge it with who I am working with. And so to be able to work with an actor of that status, to me, just says, I mean, I've made it. So Sophia and I just love Sophia, and I never saw anybody else in this role. And I just, you know, other actresses had come up over the years for the role of Maisie, and I just couldn't see it. I just couldn't envision it. I couldn't imagine it ever being anybody other than her. Now I'm patting myself on the back because I know I was right. We get along. I don't know. There's a natural chemistry we have. We're buds. We're friends. And I think it just translates on the screen. There's nothing forced with us, you know. We just, I don't know, we get each other, we're comfortable with each other. And so, and it's always been like that since day one, since I met her on another film called Hotel Artemis. And I don't think we had any scenes together in that film. But we just got along well. I saw her all the time. I saw her on a lot of time, we were sitting next to each other in the makeup trailer. And we just clicked. You know, it just worked, and I just never saw anybody else as Maisie. Sophia, she is Maisie.
What do you do?
retirement plan here.
You should smile more often. It suits you.
Yes, this was my fourth film in Budapest. But yeah, I don't know, there's something magical about Budapest. It's a special place, but also their history in filmmaking is lengthy. I mean, they're just great. They've got some of the greatest crews in the world, and it's just very easy to get things done there. And also, Budapest is just a great city to live in. I mean, just, obviously for us it's temporary, but, as a temporary home away from home, it's amazing. The first film I did there was Blade Runner 2049, and since then it's just become a place that I'm super comfortable with, I'm familiar with. I have friends there, like friends I stay in touch with, and it's just become like a second home to me. I love it there. I think that's it. I think it's got a lot of heart. It's just a fun ride. It's a fun, fast-paced ride with a lot of heart, obviously a lot of action, but also really a great romantic story in the middle of it, which I think is the heartbeat of it. I'll always go back to saying that I really always saw this as a love story disguised as an action film. And I think that's it. And I think the connection between Joe and Maisie is special. I think it's a fun story. So I think that's it. I feel like there's something for everyone in this film because it's just so much fun. And there is great action, but again, just a great love story. Oh, 3 words. That's fun. I think more than anything, this movie is just fun. But also I think it's romantic. And I think it's help me out.
I think action-packed.
Is action-packed a word? Let's say that action-packed is one word. Well, that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is.